Hey everyone. Have you ever heard the idea that Stoicism is about being completely emotionless? That it's all about being tough, unfeeling, or even heartless? Well, let me tell you right now, that's a massive misunderstanding. Stoicism isn't about avoiding feelings or being emotionless at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Stoicism is about learning to handle and understand our emotions, and believe it or not, gratitude plays a huge role in it. So, here's something I try to remind myself of every single day. This moment is enough. Right here, right now. When we truly internalize that, we unlock the key to happiness and peace. Now, let's be real for a second. Stoicism doesn't always seem like the happiest or easiest philosophy, right? And you know what? There's a reason for that. Life can be tough. We all face difficult times, moments that break our hearts, make us question everything, or leave us feeling lost. People disappoint us. We experience pain, loneliness, grief, frustration, and sometimes we feel like nobody really gets us. I'm sure we've all been there. But here's the thing. The Stoics, the very philosophers who created this timeless philosophy, went through the same struggles. They weren't perfect, and their lives weren't free from hardship either. Even someone like Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, faced unimaginable challenges. He had to deal with wars, political instability, personal loss, and the heavy responsibility of ruling an empire. Yet, despite all of that, Marcus found peace. How? He didn't shut off his emotions. He learned to manage them. This is where Stoicism really shines. It's about developing emotional resilience, not emotional suppression. It's about realizing that while we can't always control the external world and what happens around us, we can control how we respond to it. This is the core of Stoic philosophy. You see, Stoicism doesn't tell you to stop feeling. It acknowledges that emotions are part of the human experience. What Stoicism does is teach us how to respond to those emotions in a way that doesn't control us. It's about understanding them, not letting them overwhelm us. It's about becoming aware of what triggers our feelings and then deciding how we want to react. Think about it for a second. Emotions are natural. They're a part of life. If you're feeling upset, angry, sad, or even excited, that's okay. Stoicism isn't about denying those feelings. It's about accepting them and using them as a way to grow. Rather than allowing negative emotions to dictate our actions, we learn to pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with our values. The great thing about Stoicism is that it helps us build resilience. Life will throw us curveballs, whether it's a sudden setback, an unexpected challenge, or the loss of something important. These things happen to all of us. But Stoicism gives us the tools to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. It helps us stay grounded and not get swept away by our emotions. One thing the Stoics emphasized was the importance of being present in the moment. They didn't waste energy worrying about things that were out of their control or things that hadn't even happened yet. Instead, they focused on what they could control: their actions, their mindset, and their reactions to whatever life threw at them. And that's exactly what we can do too. Here's a simple but powerful Stoic practice that can help you reframe your mindset. Practice gratitude. It might sound counterintuitive. How can we be grateful when things are hard, right? But here's the thing. Gratitude is a major part of Stoicism. Even when life feels like it's falling apart, we always have something to be grateful for. Whether it's the love of a friend, the beauty of nature, or the simple fact that we woke up today, focusing on gratitude helps shift our perspective and bring a sense of calm to our emotions. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal journal Meditations, frequently wrote about appreciating the small things in life. He often reflected on how even the most mundane moments could bring joy if we just took a moment to appreciate them. That's the Stoic mindset in action, being aware of the present moment and finding peace in it, no matter the circumstances. So, the next time life feels overwhelming, take a step back. Instead of trying to suppress your feelings, allow yourself to feel them, but don't let those emotions control you. reflect on them, learn from them, and then choose how to move forward. That's the Stoic way. It's important to remember that Stoicism doesn't promise an easy life. In fact, it acknowledges that life will be full of hardship, but what it offers is a way to navigate that hardship with grace, resilience, and wisdom. Stoicism teaches us how to respond to life's challenges in a way that doesn't diminish our inner peace or sense of purpose. It doesn't erase pain, but it empowers us to handle pain in a healthy and productive way. Now, let's take a moment to dig deeper into what Stoicism really teaches us about emotions. If you've ever heard someone say that Stoics are emotionless, it's time to set the record straight. Stoicism is all about emotional awareness. The goal is not to avoid or repress emotions, but to understand them and manage how they affect our lives. For instance, when you feel anger bubbling up inside you, a Stoic doesn't simply try to push it away. Instead, they take a moment to pause and reflect on why they're angry. What triggered it? Is there something within their control that they can change? By reflecting on these questions, they can shift their response from reaction to conscious action. This practice helps us avoid saying or doing things in the heat of the moment that we might later regret. This is where the idea of virtue comes into play in Stoicism. The Stoics believed that the highest good is living in alignment with virtue, acting with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It's about responding to life's ups and downs in a way that reflects your core values. When we let our emotions drive our actions without thought, we often make choices that don't align with our best selves. But when we pause, reflect, and act with virtue, we're not only managing our emotions, we're becoming the best version of ourselves. In fact, a big part of Stoic practice is self-reflection. The Stoics were masters of introspection. They regularly asked themselves questions like, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? How did I react to challenges? And was there a better way I could have responded? This daily self-assessment is an incredible tool for emotional growth and helps us make progress toward emotional mastery. So, to wrap this up, let's remember, Stoicism isn't about shutting down our emotions or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about learning how to deal with our emotions in a healthy and productive way. It's about being grateful for what we have, even in the midst of difficulty. It's about practicing mindfulness, reflection, and virtue to help us respond to life's challenges with wisdom and resilience. Next time you're faced with a tough situation, don't try to suppress your feelings. Instead, acknowledge them, learn from them, and then choose how you want to respond. That's the power of Stoicism. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on Stoicism, personal growth, and how to live a life of peace and purpose. Take care, and remember, the moment you're in is enough. Stay stoic, friends.